Hello folks, it's Rever here with another episode of Gifts of the Caucasus. And I'm down here at the shop. I'm sure you remember from the last video if you watched it. We got a bigger corn seeder, so I thought to sell this one off. Oops. Yes, please. So we get a little bit of money back. And I'm also down here to pick up the new seeder. And I didn't want to do that off camera since I've pretty much bought everything on camera with you guys so far. So while I was off camera and spraying the field, I took another look at the economy and noted that, attach that first. All right. The pricing between these different shops for things, like when there's competition, it's all linear, just like in the regular game. So the price of rye may go up, but really there's only one or two, they all stay basically the same. So if you find one that's the most profitable, it's looking like that's always going to be the most profitable. So that's true of rye flour. So if rye flour goes to a price, it's, basically I wrote down a few of the prices a few times and for each of the shops. So if rye flour at the bakery is high now, it's going to be a good place to sell it each time. And if I'm remembering right, I think you can sell it to the railroad for like the same price. It's rye, where's rye flour? $6.50. So if we come back to bakery, $6.50. So really selling to the bakery or selling to the bakery or the railroad isn't going to make any difference. I mean, the price can go up a lot higher. So far, here, let me pull it up. $6.50, $6.48 is the lowest price, and $6.56 is the highest that I've seen. So it could go up a few more bucks. Same thing with the wheat. Wheat seemed to vary a little bit. $13 so far, and I'm sorry, not even 13, $8. The corn flour varied by $13. So I'll keep looking once in a while and writing the numbers down if I get a higher or lower one. But it's looking like, it's pretty similar to regular FS15 and the fact that all your sell points go up or all your sell points go down. So. But we'll still stay at it, see if we affect it in any way, if we sell the stuff or not. I haven't really noticed anything. It's not like these prices went up because we sold and bought things from the, not this one, but the green milk. So there we go. So these prices, really, and the prices that we can sell for in different places, they're not fixed, but it doesn't seem like they've gone up dramatically from what they were. But it's only been a day, so I'll keep at it. I'll probably sell certainly some corn. It's worth taking a tractor trailer up there to drop off some corn. And I will buy some of that maize off of them and take it to whatever one's the highest. Look here on my chart. So for the maize, the railroad station and the bakery, well, the bakery actually gives the higher price, $4.10, than the railroad station at $400. The last time I looked, maize flour, they could use some, probably enough worth running up there. They don't need any wheat flour. I'm going to spend a little bit of time running those things around. Alright, got this guy back here. And it's probably worth taking, oops. This guy. At this moment I don't have any silage being sold, so the money I have is not going up at this instant. 4 bunkers full of it. And get to go back in this rig here. Let me show you. Plus, I want to look real quick, see where I'm at. 88%. So, let's see, each of the bunkers is full. This should be the first one to go off. That last one is just short. It's at 95% full. So once this goes, we'll have some more money coming in again. That'll be nice. Since on this map, things are expensive. So I am going to hop back to this guy and run up to the grain mill with some corn. I was curious to see if I could put some corn in this trailer. As I said, it's a little bit of a treacherous trailer. A bit of a challenge to drive. Yep, we can definitely get some corn, and that's what we want to sell, right? Let's double check. Yeah, so we could get up to, what, 54,000. And I forget already how much this trailer's holding. But let's just go and not put over 54,000 in there. So I'm ready to hit the R button. That way it's, I can just drop it all off. If I put 55,000, then I'll have a little bit of this in there with no place to dump it. Stop it at 53 if we can be that accurate. Trailer might not even hold that much now that I'm looking at it. Nope, 40, that's right. Alright, good enough. So we'll take 40,000 up there. Eventually we'll probably take some rye. So, I don't think you guys want to watch me run back and forth. But we'll get this settled now that the fields are planted. I can show you that real quick. At this point, I've got these planted, and they've already grown one little stage, the 3 fields in one. And then this guy just planted with corn. This guy has rye in it. So what I'm thinking of planting in this field is some more wheat and some oats. So I might put the oats in this field. Doesn't really make too much difference. And then this way, we're going to get a good amount of chaff too from 3 of these fields and the corn. And I'll also have covered, if we look at what we can buy there at the grain mill, wheat, corn, and rye. So, and as far as the oats, if we go to the warehouses, before we even get this started, oats was just a little bit lower than some other things, 199,000. I already planted a rye field. Eventually I might do some more onions and carrots and such. But for this round, planting something. And we're in good shape, as you can see. Everything's over 100,000 except for the onions. And I'm not too worried. I think I should be able to do most contracts if I got one. So there we go. But what I wanted to do is... Oh, that's right. I parked this guy in the... Forgot I parked him in the shed, so my group vehicle switcher lost track of him. I think I parked him over here, right? Yep. Oh. Yep, there he is. All taken apart. Let's hit Q, and Q, and Q again. Yep. Now, does that mess up my group switcher? Yeah, I don't even see him on there, so, yep. Alright, so if I park somebody in there, you know what, 10's fine, and I want to do something else here real quick. I want to move this guy out of 8. It might take me forever to remember that he's not in 8, but the other day I fast forwarded because I accidentally hit 8 instead of Control 8. So get out of edit mode here. Jump back to this guy. And And I'm going to set him up on the seeding course. I should say the getting seed course, which is alright, it's somewhere. Why can't I find it? Seeds to main farm. I guess I just didn't go down far enough. Alright, so where... Oh, look, it like resets it like it's a whole new tractor. So that's good to keep in mind if you have, you know, different settings maybe on the course play for a particular vehicle. Yeah, see, it rechanges these. This guy can go around a turn more than that, and he doesn't really ever back up, but, you know. But that does, I noticed, affect how fast he drives past the unload points. So it's not just the reversing speed, but we should be able to send him on his way. What's he getting? Stop him again. Yeah, let's do seeds, right? Let's just check real quick. Not like we need a lot of seeds, is it? But we're going to send them anyway. I still have 2 more fields to seed. A little bit extra fertilizer is not going to hurt either. Alright, well there he goes. So we can get back to this. Now I moved it. Remember, 7. So you can see there's our rye field planted just ahead of us. And so I'll probably cut it here for a few minutes, and then I'll come back once I've sold all that stuff, and before we start the next thing. I imagine that silo's going to come due at, say, 88, might be at 89 now, so that's probably, you know, 1% is in the neighborhood of 10 minutes, so another hour or so it'll be a while for that. We'll see. Some grass will probably grow soon, and then once the next growth stage hits, I will plant those other 2 fields, as we said, with some wheat and some oats. So, but I'll be back before then. See you guys in a second. Well, guys, I'm back a lot sooner than expected. I was driving this guy and just went like completely off the road around a certain hill, and I said, you know what, the heck with this. So let's see what we want to buy from them. Should still be... We already took 1 load of rye flour. So we're going to take another rye flour down to the railroad station, but I want to show you something first. Alright, so I'm going to our rye flour going. But I went into the XML. We could do a little bit of a test run here, and I figured, well, I found the center of gravity. I found the right place eventually. But in the mod description, there is center of mass. And inside of that center of mass, I went and changed. Here, you know what? Let me hit escape and come out to here. Oops. You know what? I have to... Let me pause the recording. Alright guys, sorry about that. I just had to get the recording thing switched over to do the desktop. But if you look at this point, I went and took this Schmitz. Here, let me make this big. I'm not sure if that will help. Oops, over here. Let's see, view. That's right. You guys should be able to see that, I would think. I took this zip folder and I unpacked it. Now this is the one we had already edited. So I had called it Edit 1. I then came into... I don't think there was... Here, let me... Oops. Came into here, and there was really nothing. You know, if you read through all this, this is truly just a mod description. I then came... I really went to the internet, too, by the way, at a certain point here, but I'll get to that next. This one. And I came into... the Aldi, which is the one that we have. And I edit with Notepad. And I already had it open from before I started, well, in the middle of my recording here. And I found this line 153. And in that line 153, it used to say, 0, 15, minus 2.2. And I ended up deleting the negative sign. That's all I did. So what this stands for is like the X direction on the trailer, the Y direction on the trailer, and the Z direction. And you might have to open it up. If you're doing this on a different one, you might have to open it up and figure out how they laid out the model, and which I did, and I figured out that this was the Z direction. This third one was like front to rear. So I just sort of took a guess that, well, let me just make it the negative. And so far, you guys can kind of see the results here. If we come back. And we're full of rye flour, which is wonderful. And I'm just going to drive down there without even recording a course, because I want to try to go down, let's just call it in my normal style, which I was going what I consider slow. See how, I don't know if you remember, but before I was wonky coming out of there. And the big part, I came down this hill and I slowed down to like 20 or 25. When I came around this turn, I just got completely out of control, almost because I was going too slow. I think the other times I had been going faster, I just kind of jumped through the whole thing, so to speak. But like I slowed down real good, and I was being a Boy Scout about everything. So let's just see how I make it around this turn. See that? It is still a little bit, but trust me, that's a lot better than it was. You could even move that further forward if you want to put like +3 or so, 3 or 4. I don't know, you can try it if you want. So yeah, that just changed the whole thing. Let's just see how it does right here, because this was another spot that I'd end up, just kind of forever going straight. See, it jumps it, and it's not perfect, but trust me. I don't know if you guys try to use this trailer and this rig that I have, so to speak. But yeah, this is just far, far better as far as control goes. That little negative sign. So there you go. Yet more programming from Rev, right? It's really not programming. Yeah, see, this was a spot. That was a little bit awkward there. So it's still, probably wouldn't break my heart to... Oops, didn't want to do that. Hit the Q, not the exit. So there we go anyhow. Well, we sold the... let's see. It's pretty much sold all the rye flour. So it's not... I'm not going to run down partial loads. I'm not that worried about it. We are making a little money. I shouldn't have any other money coming in that I'm aware of. Might even have some going out. So if you remember... We were at 142. However, that was also, we sold some of the, what did we sell, the corn? I forget already. I guess I'll go sell them some rye. At this point, we should have more tomorrow. Do we have enough? Let's take a quick look. I may hold off. He has some rye. It's not the end of the world here. Yeah, part of it's just kind of figuring out what happens when we do different things. So we'll just run off and make sure, get some profit for selling this. Not much, though. It's really barely worth it. But hey, that's why we're only doing it for one building at this point. If we own the buildings, it's probably worth it, though. To be honest, if I had $3.2 million, I might just consider retiring at that point versus buying this grain mill, if that's the way you want to make money. Probably make more money with it in a bank. But hey, that's defeating the challenge. I don't mean to be negative. Alright, well, let me keep running these things around, and I will be back if something else exciting happens. Might even record a course play course with the new traction I got. See you guys in a second. I am back once again, and as you can see, I sold off mostly just some more maize flour, so it got these numbers back down. So you'll see, didn't sell any more rye to them. But in thinking about things, milk tank manure empty out every hour, but you can see the totals over here. We're getting a little bit full on milk, so we only got a capacity for 160 and we're already at 120. The only thing that will carry milk that I have is, well, we have two things, don't we? Not just the one. The UAZ does have a liquid trailer, but I never bought it. So this universal tank, and this only holds 10,000. And I'm not sure even where I would sell milk, but what I'm thinking of is I'll probably just keep this guy. He's really, not that he's not worth selling, but he may prove useful. He's a lot smaller than what we might get. So as far as, I don't know if that would be in tippers. No. I don't think there's anything here, but I thought I'd take a look. Miscellaneous. Yeah, so these are the only tanks. Nothing for milk. Well, they may not be the only tanks, but we're going to come over here. They definitely don't have it in here, correct? Just see if there's anything else but the one I'm thinking about. Bunch of weird stuff. Yeah, see these... This guy would hold milk 25,000. He's only 32,000, but I don't really have a truck for him. I don't know, and I'm not willing to risk 32,000 or whatever I'd sell him back for. Yeah, this guy's not a bad little trailer. I've used him plenty of times. But again, I'm really, well, let me just cut to the chase and say I was thinking of getting a universal tank. And in particular, the biggest one, 65,000. But that'll hold 30,000 capacity. I have a big enough tractor to pull them. And then we'll be able to haul pretty much everything we need. So, that kind of a disgusting thought, but I'm not going to drink the milk from whatever factory I take it to, right? So why don't we go ahead and buy that guy and let's try a blue one, dark blue. Alright, so what I want to do is hop into this big guy here. Though I did kind of want him to be ready for planning, but that's okay. Planning not that urgent. Oh, what happened here? Is it not time? Why are you not filling up with seeds, pal? Glad I stopped in. Or was it because I cut when you were about to buy seeds? No, don't do that. Let's see if we can't restart him. Just make sure there's no issue going on. Come over here, see if he goes through and buys. I might have just cut him off, you know, like stopped the video. I forgot all about him. Let's just make sure he buys some seeds. Get rid of that thing. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I don't remember him ever stopping like that before. Not sure why he wouldn't buy seeds. Does it say? Oh, see, so all these darn settings got changed. Stop at next waypoint. Where is that? Or do I have the wrong setting? I'm pretty sure this is what he would do. Alright, well, let's just see drive course. deactivated next trigger point. Alright, I don't know. I didn't get a warning down there about trigger point. Well, whatever. We'll see what he does. Saves me driving back and forth so far. So let's come back to this guy and go check out our new milk tank. We can figure out where the heck we sell milk. I know there's a dairy thing, which as soon as I get some fingers free, I'll look. It's a factory. I probably should look at everywhere that buys milk. Crashing in the trees. $3.97. Where is the dairy factory? Right there in the middle of town, more or less. Alright, well, let's get the trailer and figure out how to get the milk in it and drive to town. So you probably already noticed by now, possibly would have noticed, that I put up a Crazyland video. And I'm going to start to do that series as well, for a fair number of my earlier videos had the soil mod in them, so I know some people have come to the channel because they saw those earlier soil mod stuff. So I wanted to kind of continue to do. I like the soil mod a lot. Yeah, it would be difficult, as I mentioned before, only on this map. I'm having fun with this map too. To reassure anybody who's watching this series that I don't intend to quit at this point. Probably will set some kind of goal for the future, and that'll be, and every map comes to its conclusion. But I at least want to get to the point where I buy something big, and really, like I said, the grain mill seems to be my target of choice at this moment. Let's help us choose. So as we ride back, I'll crash while I talk. So I ride back. Let's just real quick go through this list. Just make sure. Oh yeah, look, the bakery pays $3.97 for it. What did we say? Thing. Okay, well, they're both in the same area, so it's kind of a good thing. Go the other way a little bit. Alright, so that's it. So they both buy for $3.97. Bakery doesn't buy nearly as much. The shops. Nothing in the railroad station. Kind of hard to see and drive at the same time. So I don't expect much there. Certainly not in the grain elevator. Sweet milk shop. Probably not succeeding that well with one of them. I don't see any milk there. Sweet milk. There we go. Sweet milk. Let's go real quick, take care of UAZ, dude. And while we're here, let's just see what we're talking about. So this should probably be enough if we top off with this load of this stuff. I'm even going to stop the driver. And hopefully we'll remember to come back to him. Alright, so here we go. Back. Oop. There. I need to start using the mouse scroll wheel to do that, so I can switch on the guys. Flip this on so I can see when. Alright, didn't really need to go into that mud, did I? No, I'm not in it. I'm just teetering. Live with teetering. So let's check out our animals. Yep, there's our milk going down. That mud pit's in a bad spot, isn't it, for this milk? Spin around so I can see. And I got too many darn windows open. And I would assume that selling milk, they don't want you to be too dirty. So. Slowing this tractor down here. Tank full of milk. That means we should go down a little bit safely. Which means slow down 2 extra miles per hour over top speed, right? I haven't ended up in the river. Well, the once I ended up in the river, but that wasn't just driving by. That was a deliberate attempt to get water. Didn't need a tow truck for that incident. Which, as you know, could be rather expensive on this map. And the fields didn't grow in the 11 o'clock hour, it doesn't seem. So, this is the bakery. Do we just want to sell some here first? Well, we've already sold stuff to the bakery. Let's see where this milk thing is exactly. I believe it's this first one over the railroad tracks. It's somebody's house. Doesn't look promising. It's right up here, I guess. Been back in here before. What did I do? The big curb or something? Yeah, it's a big curb. Yeah, the other map has that damage mod, which I really kind of do without. Look at the map here. I would have to guess. For some reason, sometimes you have to get to unload what? Drought oil. So I bet you that milk place appears to be around the back. This is the canning factory. It's good to know. Can I get around this way? No. So we're gonna go on that other road. Which is fairly annoying when I'm making videos. Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to look at where I'm going, aren't I? Which is fine, I don't even know what I hit. Alright, here we go. On the road again. I guess I should zoom back. I seem to be hitting a lot of stuff with this trailer. I didn't even look to see if this guy is open. here, huh? That open, see if we get a symbol. Oh, I got an unload symbol. Cute. Something wrong? Oh, let's... Well, you would think I could unload it, huh? That's no good. I was all happy for a minute there, finally made it here. Now I can't unload it. I'll be back in 1 second. Hello guys, I am back. I've hit the Q button from several different positions. So now I'm going to dump the milk in their yard because I really don't want it in the trailer. And I know it's money I'm dumping down the drain, but not sure what else to really do with it. At this point, it was just going to overflow anyway. We will empty it out for them to have to clean up in their parking lot because they won't take the milk out of my trailer. And fortunately this trailer can be used for other things, like the gasoline I'll go pick up. It's sort of part of the plan once I got down here. Or diesel fuel, I'm sorry, I keep saying gasoline. So, on that note, I am probably going to call this an episode. A little bit short on Gifts of the Caucasus episodes right now, so I'll start processing this one this evening and should be able to get it up pretty shortly. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed the episode. Oh, and I did forget to say, by the way, you have to, after you get done editing that trailer like I did in that video, you do need to recompress things properly and put them back in a zip file with the name and insert it in your mods folder. Kind of glanced over some things and explained the Aldi modification. Alright, well again, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.